Hey y'all, it's Ashley sharing my second layout with the Hip Kit Club for March 2014. And what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and start off by taking out my craft sheet, which is a very new craft sheet because I didn't take care of mine and it ruined. But I'm taking SCI Tumble Dye, Heidi Swapp, Mustard, and this India ink in yellow. And I'm going to add some water. And I saw Celine Navarro do this on one of her videos not too long ago, and I really liked it. So I'm using this white to test it out, and then I tried to film doing well, I actually did film using this other Dear Lizzy paper that you'll see here in a second, and I accidentally deleted the video when I was going through deleting some of my other videos to get rid of some of the memory, or to free up some memory, and it didn't film this process. So that's why I'm showing it here that I'm actually drying it, and this is the paper that I will be using. So I'm going to take about, I would say about 1/4 of an inch off each side so that I can go ahead and mount it onto this craft paper. Now you'll see me fiddle. I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to try the blue. I'm going to try the craft. I'm going to try the pink, and I just cannot decide what I want to do because I'm using so much color on the page that I didn't want any of the colors to clash, and so that's why I'm testing this feather, because I know that I'll be using this blue color, and I've pre-cut some of these feathers on my Cameo, and so I'm testing it just to see. So what I'm going to do is add quite a bit of adhesive. Now I kind of wish I would have used liquid adhesive because my paper warped even worse overnight, and I don't really know why. I tried to back it on this craft sheet and I used tons of adhesive. I tried to put it on my cutting mat and set something on top of it, and it just did not work with me. So the best photos I got were the very first ones that I took of it, and I couldn't get any better photos, you know, after that. But I went ahead and chose this craft sheet, and the reason I did that is because it is neutral, and I love craft anyway, but it's neutral, so all the colors on the page won't clash, or it won't seem too overboard. So I'm looking through some of my papers and pulling out some of the things that I may be using. I'm going to add this Gold Lame, what does she call hers? Heidi Swapp Mist, I guess, or Color Shine and Gold Lame. And then I'm taking the Bubblegum by October Afternoon. And then lastly, I'm going to use the SCI Tumble Dye in kind of a mint color, although it doesn't look like a true mint, but when you wipe it up, because it is so watery, it does leave a little bit of a mint color or tone there. So my first thought was to do this type of design where I have a 4x6 and I have some embellishments just kind of floating all over the page. I rarely do that, but I wanted to try it out, and I really liked it actually. But I took out this Cameo cut of the hearts. You guys can probably see it on the left-hand screen, and there we go. There it is right there. And I thought, oh, I think I just want to stick to doing a focal point in the middle. So that's what I ended up doing. Those feathers were also from the from the cardstock that we got in our kits, but I used the Cameo to cut those. And then now I'm taking some different pattern papers from the kit, and I did take some dictionary paper too that I have laying around, and I've went ahead and I've punched some different scallop circles and some even smaller circles to create some of my own embellishments. Now you guys have seen me do this before, and I actually have a video, really, I think probably the one before this one, where I've showed some of the same ideas, and I've done this before as well in the past, and I recognized Ellen in the last, not this past video, but when I first did this, and I told her that I recognized her and said that she had inspired me to make some of my own embellishments just because I had never done that before. Well, I guess I had never really done embellishments like this to where they're fairly detailed, and I really like them, so I find myself doing that quite a bit on my pages. So you'll see that mostly I layer two or three different pieces of paper, and then I add like 2 or 3 small elements right on top. That typically gets the detail down, but it also, I'm using up some of my stuff, and I'm using the products in a different way too, and I really like that. So I'm just going to continue to layer some of these pieces. And then I do want to add something from the stamp set And I believe, I don't know that the camera makes it onto the page, but I think I used the heart stamp set, or the heart from the stamp set, and I believe that makes it onto the page. So, and I felt it, I know that the black is pretty bold, but I felt it was okay to use since the grid and the background paper is black. So I felt that was okay. So here's where I'm going to add some dictionary paper, and that dictionary paper, or the word actually says love, and I purposely chose that. And so this is where my camera actually ran out of memory, and so I had already adhered down that focal point there in the middle and some of those embellishments, and I was actually able to take some of the embellishments off to show you where I had placed them, because I had gotten pretty far and I checked my camera and saw, or my phone actually, and saw that it was off, and I used my iPhone, by the way, if anyone wonders what I use. But anyway, I saw that it was off, and I was like, oh no, how much did I miss? So I had to go back, and I couldn't take the dictionary pieces off, but I could take some of those cardstock pieces off and show you guys kind of where I'd placed those, and how I thought through that. So I'm looking through some of the embellishments and some of the other pieces that came in the kit, just to see if I want to add anything else. This is going to about complete it. I'm going to add this is October Afternoon Daily Flash stickers, which so many come in that, and I love that. Or so many come in the sticker sheet, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to use these awesome thickers that have kind of a glittery, they're gray, they have a gray tone, but they have a glittery tint to them. And the glitter is so fine, and it does not, for me, it hasn't gotten all over the place, and it's just so embedded, and I really, really love that. So here's the final layout, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and here's some final pictures as well. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm sorry, it's the morning, but have a great Saturday.